Hey everyone, Hassan here, and I got some Power Rangers Dino Charge reviews for you today. These are the Para Zord and Raptor Zord. These are the black and green Ranger Zords for Dino Charge, and they're sold separately from the Dino Charge Megazord. So I just reviewed that Megazord, and now I have these additional Zords as well. So here's the packaging that they come in, and it's pretty cool. I am really digging the packaging for Dino Charge. I think they did a great job with them. So first things first, you got, your Red Ranger right there, Dino Charge logo. Boom, there you go. Nice, window packaging, and you can kind of get a nice glimpse at it. You got a little try-me functionality with the Dino Charger. You can sort of mess with it right there. It looks to be the same thing as the Dino Charger that came with the Morpher, the Black Rangers one right there. And the Green Ranger comes with the Green Rangers one, which came with the Saber. So it looks to be the same thing, but I'll do a comparison and we can just, for sure confirm. But here it is right here. Here's the Zord. It's the Para Zord, and it comes with the charger right there. It is ZordBuilder compatible, which is great. And I love the artwork that they did with it there. I think that's fantastic. And they've been doing that with all the Dino Charge toys, and I love it. And I think it's really cool to have that artwork right there. On the side, it shows you the scanner app, which works with the Dino Chargers. And the scanner app is not out yet, but when the app releases, I will show you what it does with all of the Chargers that I currently have at the time. 4 ways to play. So you got your app, you can play the sounds in the Morpher, it works with the Megazord, and then some other Zord stuff as well. There's your UPC down there. And then the back of the box. Boom. Oh man, look at that artwork. I mean, I love what they did. Like, first of all, right here, the backdrop of this whole box. Like, I almost don't want to take it out of the box, but of course I will. But it's just really cool what they did, because it really illustrates, the uniqueness of each Zord. Like, this one has like the more, like foresty kind of a, like, background sort of, and so it's really neat what they did there. And you can see, right there, jumping, through the woods or something right there, which is really cool. And it shows you what it does with the Dino Charger. Collect them all, and then obviously all the little ZordBuilder combinations, which I'll show you as well. And they're going to be selling a lot of different Dino Chargers, so get ready to collect if that's what you are into. So yeah, really cool stuff. There's also like faint little images in the background of some of the other Dino Zords. So pretty cool stuff. Here's the Raptor Zord for the Green Ranger right here. Again, really cool backdrop. I think that's great. So it comes with the Green Rangers Dino Charger, which we'll take a look at. And great image right there. Great image. I think that looks really cool. Back of the box. Boom, look at that. Another really cool image. So they've, usually on the back of the box, they have a nice, really cool image, either from the show or like some artwork or something. And in this case, it's some artwork, and I think it looks pretty awesome. So that's great. It works with the Dino Charges as well, has some fun functionality and other cool things there. So anyways, without further ado, I think it's time to get these open and take a look. All right, here it is. I got the Para Zord and the Raptor Zord out of the boxes right here. And so pretty cool. Let's just move those boxes out of the way now. And so first things first, let's take a look at the Dino Chargers that they come with. So this right here is the Dino Charger number 2 for the Black Ranger. So again, oops, let's focus. These are your different modes right there. By the way, people have wondered, are these glow-in-the-dark like the Japanese versions? No, they are not glow-in-the-dark. So that is unfortunate, but do keep that in mind. And this is the Parasaurolophus. I can finally pronounce it. Yay! This is actually the exact same thing as the one that came with the Dino Charge Morpher. So if you have the Dino Charge Morpher, you already have this. It is the same thing, as you can see right here. So here's the Dino Charge Morpher. Here's the one of the Para Zord. Same thing. If I flip on the back, again, same thing, same pin. QR code is the same, it's just this one is upside down again. For some reason, all the ones on the Zords seem to be upside down, but although if you flip it, you'll see it is the exact same thing. If you compare all the dots and stuff, and it is the same thing. The QR codes actually correspond to the number. If you were to scan the QR code, it'll tell you number 2. So that's kind of how you know. But I guess in a way, it kind of helps me differentiate. This one came with the Morpher, because you got the boxes like this, like in shape that way, versus this one, it's shaped that way, the 3 squares. So it kind of tells me which is which in a way. And then I also have the number 4, so this came with the Raptor Zord, right here. and it's the Velociraptor. And again, here's the one, this one's from the Deluxe Dino Saber. So you can compare there, it is the same thing. If I flip it over, Velociraptor. And again, the QR code is kind of flipped. I thought it was almost on accident with my Dino Charge Morpher, but looking at this now, it seems almost intentional. So I do wonder if it will do something different in the app because it's flipped, but then again, I could just do this and now I have the same thing. So I don't know, I'm kind of curious, we'll find out and see, but I did notice that with all of my, with the ones with the Morpher and Saber, the 3 squares are like this, and then the ones with the Zords are like that. So kind of interesting, a little fun fact, I guess. So there's that. Alright, so I'll do real quick the sounds from the Morpher, just because, even though it's the same as before, I'll just do it in here just so you have it.
Para Charger, engage, energize, unleash the power. Parasaurolophus, Power Ranger Black.
Alright, Para Charger. That's the Parasaurolophus, Power Ranger Black. Alright, here's the Raptor Charger.
Raptor Charger, engage, energize, unleash the power. Velociraptor, Power Ranger Green.
Alright, Velociraptor, Power Ranger Green. There we go. So that is the Dino Charge Morpher. So there you go. So that's what these do. So anyways, let's move those to the side and let's focus on these actual Zords. So these are each sold separately, as you saw in the boxes. Here is the one for the Black Ranger, the Para Zord. And I think it looks pretty cool. For sure. Now, all of these Zords are going to be kind of lacking paint, and you know, in that sense, they're not going to be the best. But that being said, I still think they look pretty good. And I do like this one because I think the black just looks really nice as well. And I like the color scheme with a little bit of yellow and silver. I think it's funny because black and silver were like my high school colors. And then the one college I went to initially, I transferred schools and changed majors, but that was black and yellow. Or, well, black and gold, but, you know, we kind of went with black and yellow, if you heard the song, black and yellow, black and yellow. So it's kind of funny that the colors all sort of match. But I think it looks pretty cool. You know, I would have liked a bit more paint, but for what it is, it's pretty decent. So you got that right there. There's the top. So you can kind of see. I don't have the Japanese Zords, so I cannot compare. But I still think it looks pretty good. And then I'll just show you up close right here. The Raptor Zord. So this one's mostly green, but you got a little bit of silver, a little bit of black right there, some yellow on the tail, and then on the pieces right there. So all in all, pretty cool. Pretty cool. These Zords, these two Zords are quite similar in terms of like the body shape and everything. You just have, oops, some different tails and different heads. But otherwise, they're quite similar. The feet are slightly different. The hands look pretty similar. So not too much differences there between the two. But there are differences, and the differences lie in, well, especially with the tails, because when you insert Dino Chargers, then it does its little gimmick. So each Dino Zord has a gimmick. And it doesn't matter which charger you use. I can use the green one and the black and the black and the green. It doesn't really matter, but just for fun, I guess I'll use the correct ones here. So what you can do is you just pull down the bottom of the head right there. On some of the other Zords, like with the Dino Charge Megazord, you pulled up on the head. In this case, you're gonna pull down on the mouth. So he's like, got his mouth wide open right there, and you put the Dino Charger in, and here's what happens when you put it in. Boom, this pops open right there. So it's like a little blaster, and it's got like a little cannon or like a missile right there. Unfortunately, this missile does not come out. It does not fire or anything. That would have been really awesome. I think that would have made this a million times better if you popped it out and just fired something out. That would be really cool. To take the Dino Charger out, you just kind of push the little tab at the bottom, which pushes the Dino Charger out like that. And once it's out, you can close this right there. So I'll do it again. Bam, pretty cool. So when the Dino Charger's in, it won't close. So you just gotta pull it out, and then I can close it. But I think that looks pretty cool. I do like that. Definitely a fun little gimmick there. Now the Green Ranger one, this one's actually kind of loose because I can shake it a little bit, or well, I can touch it a little and it pops open. So that's actually what the gimmick is supposed to do. It doesn't stay closed too tight. Like if you just touch it a little, well, of course now when I do the video it's fine, but I'll show you here. So the mouth is a little tight on this one, but that might just be mine. There we go. Let's get the Dino Charger in here. Oops, and you see it already just popped open. So stay closed. What's supposed to happen is when I put the charger, boom, it pops open like that. And it won't, well, it's not supposed to close with the Dino Charger in there. There we go. But it's kind of cool. You know, it's definitely interesting. Like you got the split little tail there. So that's pretty neat. And again, you have the tab at the bottom to push out the Dino Charger if need be. So let's kind of do that again, have it closed, and I'll show you. Boom, there you go. So fun little gimmick, I guess, for the Dino Zords. I like that all the Dino Zords have some sort of little gimmick there. Alright, so what else can you do with these? Well, they are ZordBuilder compatible, and especially they are compatible with the Dino Charge Megazord right here. So I got the Dino Charge Megazord, I've done a review of it, check it out. And I have these Dino Zords. How are they going to combine? Well, what you actually do is you actually swap out the arms. Unfortunately, all 5 Zords do not combine together. That would have been pretty cool, but unfortunately they do not. So what I will have to do is swap out the arms. So first, let's actually convert these to arms. And so what you do is you're first going to pull back the legs, because you have to slide the arms, you know, up like that. Okay. And now that I've done that, now I can slide back the legs. And the idea is you're kind of going to line it up like that. It's not like perfectly horizontal, but that's kind of how it's going to be lined up. And then this part of the foot goes around it like that. And then this part of the hand, oops, you just hold it there, just goes around like that. Okay? So I'm going to do the same thing on here. So the foot goes up like that. It's not going to be perfect, but you know, you just kind of make do with, oops, with what you got there. Boom, just like that. And there you have that. Oh, and you have to put the mouth open, just like that. So this is basically going to attach on where the Blue Ranger's Zord is, but we'll do that in a second. So same thing here for the Green Ranger Zord, for the Raptor. Close that up. So let's see, do that, okay. All right. So very simple transformations, nothing too complicated there. And then of course the mouth moves open. So you cannot put the Dino Chargers, actually I don't know, can you put the Dino Chargers in and fit them in? I never really tried, let's do that now. So if I stick the Dino Charger in, will it still combine? Oh, it does actually, so interesting. So I'm actually gonna take it out for a second and then I'll just show you something. So without the Dino Chargers inserted, so I just connect the Green Ranger's one there, and then I'll pop out the Blue Ranger Zord there, and I'll connect the Black Ranger Zord, if it will want to connect. So I don't know, you know, what they're gonna call these combinations on the show, or if they're gonna have, you know, special names for them or anything, but here it is. This is the one with the Black and Green Ranger Zord. This is what they kind of showed on the box, so I can show you this combination with both of them here. And I think it looks pretty cool. Obviously the main body is the same, but the arms are different, and I think that's what really kind of stands out for these guys. Pretty cool looking, I think. Again, my ideal thing would be have all 5 Zords combined, but you know, even still, it's a nice, you know, easy swap. And you can sort of mix and match. I can put the Blue Rangers one here in green, or I can have black and pink, or however which way. I suppose I could put it the opposite way too. Like I don't just have to have the Pink Rangers one there. I could do here. It's just you see some of the screws and stuff on the side instead of this side. The screws are hidden. So, yeah, you know, not too big of a deal, but it's possible. So I can kind of, oops, it's popping out there. I can show you like the drills and stuff. So these arms are pretty long and they're pretty huge. So you can definitely see, you know, the just how big they are, which is pretty neat. Now what you can do then as well, what I was going to show before. So if I put in the Dino Charger and it pops open like that, right? So now I can attach this, and it's almost like a little, like a claw of sorts, like you know? I think that's pretty cool. And I guess I could do the same thing with the Black Rangers one as well. I just pop that in. Bam. Now this looks pretty cool too, because it's like he's got the missiles and he's got a claw and he's ready to like fire at you and slice you and yeah, I think that looks pretty cool as well. So you can definitely kind of play around with the Dino Charger gimmick and combine it with the ZordBuilder functionality and everything all together, which is definitely pretty neat. So I think this is pretty cool. And of course, as with any of the other ZordBuilder stuff, I can grab I have the Q-Rex Megazord missing one of the arms there, but I can take this and make this his arm. So certainly ZordBuilder compatibility gives you like lots of different options that you can do here. And this looks pretty cool, So you can really play around with it and make all sorts of different combinations for sure. Yeah. So that's that. That is the Para Zord and the Raptor Zord. So the last thing that I want to show you, now that I have the Black and Green Ranger Zords, are all 5 of the Zords for the 5 Rangers just kind of laid out together. So let's take a look at that. Alright folks, here you go. These are the 5 main Dino Zords from Power Rangers Dino Charge. We got the Tyrannosaurus Rex for the Red Ranger. We have the Triceratops for the Pink Ranger. The Parasaurolophus for the Black Ranger. The Stegosaurus for the Blue Ranger, and the Velociraptor for the Green Ranger. So pretty cool, a nice variety of dinosaurs, and there's only going to be, a whole ton more coming, so it'll definitely be really cool to have them all together. But this is it, folks. These are the 5 main Zords. So these 3 come with the Dino Charge Megazord, which I've reviewed before, and then these are the Para Zords and Raptor Zords right here. So, these guys, all in all, my verdict is I think they're pretty cool. If it depends on what you're trying to do. I think kids will love this. Kids will love getting all the Zords, combining them, having fun with it. If you're trying to collect Dino Chargers, then you can do one of 2 things. Well, first of all, actually, I would say if you get the Dino Charge Morpher, you're already going to get the red and black Dino Chargers. So, and the Dino Saber comes with the green Dino Charger. So if you get these 2, you kind of get that. Let's say you wanted... if you got the Morpher and you wanted the Green Ranger's Dino Charger, you could choose between the Saber and this Zord. And if you had to pick one, I would pick the Saber because I think it's pretty cool. But if you like the Zords, then you can go that route and get these Zords as well. And so you do have that. So lots of different, playability there. And so I think these Zords are pretty fun. So collectors, if you're into the Zords, I think they'll be worth it and it'll be pretty cool. Kids will love it. And definitely these 2 Zords are great additions to the collection and they work well with this whole Dino Charge toy line that's going on. So pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Thank you so much for watching. I do have a review of the Dino Charge Cycles coming up next, so stay tuned for that. So please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much and I will see you guys later.